Hi guys, I have something a little bit different today. I recorded this process of making this layout for the cut shop, and I kind of did a lot of it in real time. I've gotten quite a few requests to do a real time video, and I usually actually don't film my layouts for the cut shop just because of time limitations. I just don't have enough time to, um, edit and work on as many videos as I would like. But as I was making this, I started with filming it, and then at some point, I started explaining what I was doing as I was going. But for the first couple of stages, I wasn't talking, so I'm adding now the voiceover. And what I did was I showed at the beginning, I cut these two circles. I'm going to use the outside part as a stencil and then the inside part, which at the moment you can't see. I show it at the beginning of the video and you'll see it later as an element that is going to be behind my photo and hold a lot of my embellishments. But this is a really fun way of, utilizing one 12 by 12 piece of cardstock to create different elements for different purposes on your layout. So I am choosing some colors of spray from Shimmers. I have there my swatch book, and yeah, just trying to match them to some new goodies I got from Pretty Little Studio. So you see me here just spraying. I decided to go with two colors of sprays, and where they overlap, I get this nice shade of purple, but I didn't want to overlap them too much. And just soaking up some of the leftover paint. And that's it. I have my background super easy and fast, and the rest of the video will be real time with me explaining my thought process as I go. So I hope you enjoy it. Leave me a comment if you want to see more of these or you prefer the other kind. Thanks. So I'm working today on my layout for the ketchup. Sorry. And I actually cut this, and then I kind of cut this one here, and I knew I wanted to use this as a stencil and this as an element, but I didn't want to waste two pieces of cardstock, so that's how I cut it on a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. And then I missed that. I think you will see that in the video. So I decided to use this photo of my daughter and myself in the Easter market in Schloss Schönbrunn in Vienna. And this is the extra piece. I thought you could also, of course, mist this kind of to make it match the colors here. But I think what I'll do is, I think I will leave it like this and then use some of the new stuff I just got from Pretty Little Studio and maybe stitch some embellishments right onto this piece. So I'm gonna go to my sewing machine. Half hour later, of course, my sewing machine was giving me a hard time. So I don't know if it was the thread. I opened the whole thing, I cleaned it, it was quite dirty. I should take it to be serviced. And then at some point I just decided to go back to my white thread. I think this one is, I don't know, somehow messing with my machine. Maybe not. Maybe I'll be brave. I really like the black thread. I think I'll just have to buy maybe that other brand. So now let's see what type of embellishments I want to use. Really like the smile. So maybe here somewhere. this is super cute. So I stitched this and I really like how that looks. I'm not gonna stitch it on the page, I'm just going to use some adhesive. It's kind of fake it type of thing. This way I don't have to run the whole thing through my sewing machine again. And I'll just try to get it somewhat straight, even though, you know, the whole look is obviously quite messy. I don't want too many of these because maybe I'll just cut them all off because I had so much trouble with the machine. It's a little bit out of control. So cut these, and yeah, I think I'll just cut them off. Okay, so let's try and get this straight, and I can use these places to add a lot of adhesive because here it's a little bit, well, there's still place with all the holes. So trying to get it straight, kind of straight, straightish. And yeah, I think that's good enough. Now I will add my photo, and I think I will add some foam. So I'm hoping this won't be too difficult to edit and upload. I know a lot of people asked that I do some real-time scrapbooking, but I always feel like I'm really slow and it would be kind of boring to watch. So don't tell me if it's really boring. Just watch something else. So I think with this, I'll zoom you out just a little bit so you can, that's in, so you can get an idea of the whole thing. So I think with this, it's just, it's okay to go wonky here because of the whole, you know, circular thing, and there's a lot of movement here. I want these to show, and I should have glued the flower a little bit more down, but maybe I will fill this, because this gap is right now a little bit bugging me, but maybe I can fix it in a bit, because I also want to add these here. So maybe the smile will go a little bit below the photo, and that will fill this tiny gap, you see this here above the word. So I think I will, yeah, so let's commit. And I think I will add some foam adhesive also here. It's actually not foam adhesive, it's just foam, and I am adding the adhesive. It's a lot cheaper than like these guys that already come with the double-sided adhesive. It's really nice to have them, but I don't have in Austria any like craft stores with sales or anything like that. So for me, just using regular foam and then adding the adhesive without the thread is a lot more cost effective. Okay, let's see how this works. So I don't want to cover my daughter's face, and of course I cut this. I want this to overlap a little bit the photo, and since the photo is already on foam adhesive, I need to make sure that the parts that are overlapping don't have adhesive. Okay, this looks good. Now I lost my smile. There's my smile. And this will go on top. The question is if I can stick here something. I think this is good enough. So a little bit adhesive. And I like how it's filling this little gap. That looks cute, a little bit wonky, but whole thing is a little bit wonky. Let me see if I can. See, that's the nice thing about the ATG, that it's really forgiving. So you can adjust things just a little bit. And okay, so how's that looking? Okay, I think that's a bit better. And yeah, so I really like how this is looking. I'm thinking if I want to add any more like little touches of something. I like arrows because, you know, they kind of lead your eye to wherever you point them. And I kind of like this one, even though it's leading you here, which is not that fantastic, because the best is to point towards, you know, faces, eyes, that type of thing. And I could put it somewhere here because I have the whole movement of this, you know, misted part here. So you see how this is going. I did that on purpose. Sometimes I get lucky, but this I actually did on purpose because I knew the photo will be here, and because of this movement your eye goes, you know, this whole thing around just brings your eye to where the photo is. So I could add some arrows here, but actually I don't feel it's needed. I like this white space. It's not really white, but I like it. And yeah, I think it just needs journaling, or I don't know, something. I have kind of repeating things, even though I don't have here any clouds. Here I have clouds. I have heart here, a heart here, flowers here, flowers here. I have the pink, black and white, and here I have a lot of pink and black and white. I don't have anything in this color here, so I can think about adding, I thought about using this heart, but it's a little bit different, the color. It's a little bit kind of more turquoise, and these are bluer. So I'm thinking if I can find something that is more like this. And I have here these cloud stickers. And maybe this. It's pretty cute. I could use this. This is very, very similar to this one. So that would be good, you know, repeating. But it's not a must, you know. Sometimes it's nice to kind of have just a little bit variety. So I can stick it here, and then, you know, it's one of those things that are so subtle. It's like this little thing, but your eye, even if you don't notice it, your eye kind of registers these things. So I have here the clouds repeating, and I could also use the sticker one that is like this die cut. There's this one, and then there's a really, really tiny one. So I could also use that somewhere here. I don't really feel like it needs anything more, so I might just leave it alone. And I think I will add some journaling, and I'm really into kind of sketchy stuff, and I like adding my journaling around here, so I might do that now. So this is still a learning process for me. Here's my finished layout, and yeah, thanks for watching. Sorry about that abrupt ending of the video. Yeah, you can see some close-up of the finished page. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a lovely day. Bye.